Let's welcome everyone to the second match of the evening today. Wonderful first match we saw. Desert Warriors in the second match winning the toss and electing to bat, which has been the trend against the Masters CC. First ball was a wide. Second ball, it's been sent up handsomely for a beautiful, beautiful six. The first six of the innings.
Looking to attack the opponent captain in the region there, pitched up delivery which was beautifully timed over the boundary. What a start to the contest. Desert Warriors winning the toss and batting first, getting six in the first over.
Khadir with his next ball. This has been slowed down, pace taken out. Batsman just controlling his shot at the last minute and sending the ball back to the bowler. 7 for no loss. First was a wide, second was a six, third ball was a dot.
So
what is next?
So the trend of winning the toss and batting first has been broken. Still captain persisting with the decision of batting first. This time he lobs the ball up in the air. He gets the ball over the top of extra and away to the boundary. There will be a couple of runs. Good intent. They're getting some good connections as well. And also that ball was lobbed. Seeing the fielder was inside the 30-yard circle. He had enough faith in his ability to get it over the top of him.
Sajat lobbing that ball in the air, clearing the infield, making sure he scores 2 runs. One more time. This has been tossed up, taking it on full toss. Batsman wants a second. The fielder converges, fields the ball. Single only. Khadir has conceded 9 of his first 4 balls. It will be Avtar Singh who will be facing his first delivery. This pair is a wonderful pair for Desert Warriors at the top order. We have seen the shackles being broken today. Team chasing for the first time has won a match. In the previous match, Nihal 11 became victorious. Khadir once again. This was a chance and a misfield now. At the point fielder, the ball is racing towards the boundary, but no pace on that ball. 2 runs for the taking.
This has already been a very good over. Looking to slice the ball through the offside, just landing in front of the fielder there at the backward point position. 12 runs already from this over. After winning the toss and batting first, Khadir, the captain of the Masters, has been taken for runs. 6 of the second delivery from him in this spell. This time he hits the ball firmly and away to the man at the long on position for a single. 13 runs have been scored from the first over after making that decision of batting first.
Well, this is wonderful batting. This is T10 tournament. We all have to understand batting on top, hitting those sixes. This is the composition of Desert Warriors today. Avtar, Sidhu, Sajat, Kushal making his comeback. Fatin, Anirudh, Anand Bhatt, Shakir, Gaurav, Venkat, Imran and Sandeep. We should be looking for some runs here. Kushal coming at number 3 is a good hitter of the ball. Masters on the other hand. Khadir on top. Ali, Tabriz, Faisal, Khalid, Kaisar, Adnan Saif, Muhammad, Murad Ali, Sajid and Abdul Razak. A wonderful balanced side there. We need to see what the target comes up. Still early stages of the game.
Tabriz has been given the ball. 13 came from the first over. There'll be more shuffling in the field. We leave it. Avtar on a strike. Third man on the boundary and is squarely from the boundary. Trying to work the ball through the onside, drifting down the leg stump for a while.
The umpires for this contest, Abdul Jabbar and Chakravarti. I beg your pardon, Abdul Jabbar and Prasanna, 2 icons of Qatar Cricket Association present in the ground. This was hit hard. It's a slash. It's a miscue. Nonetheless, runs on the square leg area for 4. Wonderful shot that.
Wanted to hit it square of the region on the onside, getting the inner part of the bat. But the outfield is lightning quick. Wanted to hit it in front of fielder there. at the square region, but got it behind. No chance for that fielder who was running across to stop that ball from traveling to the boundary. So boundary in this over as well. 18 for no wicket. We are into the second over of a T10 championship. Total of 31 league matches and the final on 22nd of April.
Change in the field there. Has bowled him. That's castled. What a wonderful fuller delivery that was. There was an intent for the change of the field. Batsman was deep into the crease but had no chance whatsoever. Wonderful bowling that. A first wicket down for Desert Warriors.
Lovely delivery, left arm quick in operation, bringing the ball back into the batter, looking to work through the onside. The gap was created and hitting on top of the off stump. The bail's taken off with that impact that the stumps received, and it clattered with the white object, the cricket ball. Avatar Sidhu goes for 7, an early breakthrough for the team. Masters as well.
In the last match, we did not see the team defending bowling those wide balls. That was one good observation, and that was one good thing that happened. But Nihal 11 scored all those runs with the bat. Here right now, we don't see many extras coming in. That's something which the teams must have learned so far.
Yes, the team that saves the most number of runs in the field through driving efforts, and also it's a responsibility of the bowler to bowl only 6 deliveries, because already a lot of damage in T10, the kind of luxury that batsmen enjoy.
Shakir comes in and joins Sajjad.
Slip man at the gully position, backward a point, and point in position. This time striking it
Has
on
been
the
cramped.
pads.
Has been cramped at this occasion, but then ball sent to long on area. A single conceded. Tabriz was already conceded a boundary, but taken that crucial first wicket of Desert Warriors. Masters will be very happy with the display till now. We'll have to wait and watch by the end of this over, and of course the mandatory power play, the third over after that.
Third man is coming inside the 30-yard circle. Man at the backward point, and extra cover, not far away from the bat. This time hits the ball through the onside. There is a fielder, and he takes a good low catch. And another wicket from this over. 2 wickets from this over of Tabriz. Delightful celebration after getting that wicket. Looking to launch the ball through the onside, picking the solitary fielder available on the boundary, and the fielder making no mistake, holding on to it.
The fielder had all the time in the world to come to that ball, although he hesitated at the last moment but held his nerve. Takes that wonderful catch, a low catch. Second wicket down for the Desert Warriors. What a wonderful over that has turned out to be. Already a wide, a boundary, 2 wickets and a single. What is next? There are 2 more balls left in this over. Tabriz, he will be the happy person. His captain will be the happy person. The team will be a happy team. Still the same field. Deep square leg is one fielder that's outside the 30-yard circle. Long on, third man is inside. Long on is one more fielder which is outside. This has been driven to the long off area for a single. What a wonderful over that has been. 2 wickets. Something any captain would take on any day. This is a T10 game, remember. Early wickets will dent the batting side, and that's what's exactly happened here from the bowlers of Desert Warriors.
Man at the leg slip position and wide slip as well. Tabrez 2 wickets after conceding 13 from the first over for the team. It was important that Tabrez pulls the things back for his side, and he's been able to do it. And drifting down the leg side, collected by the keeper. It's a wide again.
When you're bowling such a wonderful over, you need to close it on a very, very high note. A wide ball at this stage, this should give a little bit of confidence to the batsman that he gets some time on the crease and shows the bat to the ball. Last ball of the over.
Beautiful delivery. Was taken by surprise with a tennis ball bounce, and dot ball will finish the over number second. It's 21 for 2.
Good scoring rate there, but remember the 2 wickets have already fallen down. 2 overs gone, and Tabrez, the best bowler so far, 8 runs given in that over and taken 2 very, very important wickets. That has dented the Desert Warriors, who won the toss and elected to bat first. Very good atmosphere here being created in the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, where we have witnessed some international matches as well. Wonderful venue here. Spectators as well coming down today because of the weekend. We should see some fantastic cricket going forward from here till 22nd of April. This is a wonderful initiative by Qatar Cricket Association. This is T10 Ramadan Cup powered by Ooredoo and Elite Sports.
Khalid goes into bowl to right and better, and again drifts down the leg side. Starts with a wide.
When you have such a wonderful over being bowled from one end, the only thing you can do is support your colleague, support your bowler from the other end, and you don't start with a wide. This one has been sent to the boundary for a huge 6. Wonderful shot. Rolled back onto this ball and showed the full face of the bat for a 6.
A powerful strike, a flat strike, angle into the towards the batsman, just clearing his front leg and whacking it through the mid-wicket region for a 6. Flat 6, powerfully struck. This time he goes through the offside, he gets it over the top of extra and away to the boundary. There will be chase. Excellent relay work from the 2 fielders rushing towards the extra cover region.
This has been a wonderful display of batting. I wonder what should be the bowler's mind now. He's already bowled a wide ball. He's conceded a 6 and a double. This is shot. This is sent to the deep mid-wicket area. Only for a single because the fielder has been kept there now.
Despite losing 2 wickets from the previous over, continuing with that streak, aggressive streak of getting runs. There's a clear, conscious effort to get as many boundaries as possible in the first 3 overs. Beautifully timed, but straight to the fielder.
That was a wonderful shot through the extra cover region. And the cover fielder had to travel to that region, but wonderfully done. Only a single conceded there on that occasion.
Can they get one more boundary from this over? Runs into ball this time, looking to hit the ball through the offside in front of a square. So slicing it over to the man at the backward point for a single.
The teams, the players, they have to come up with their skills. They have to come up and show their performances. A ball going to a backward point should never be conceded for a single, and that was definitely a chance for a run out. but the umpire was convinced that it was
Last-
not out.
Last ball of the power play overs. This time he heaves the ball through the onside. The attempt was made, no connection found, but it's a wide.
Umpires doing that exercise of stretching their arms. Umpire Prasanna on one side and umpire Abdul Jabbar on another side. Two good pillars of Qatar Cricket Association here from many years. This one has been sent to the center of the batsman. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. Was a cross-batted shot. Missed the line of the ball completely. He knew this was the last ball of the power play and he had to hit it outside. But he is down.
Needs a medical intervention. That ball did not rise to the expectation of the batsman. Skidding off the surface. Saturday, it's a holiday here in Qatar, Doha, Qatar, in the month of Ramadan. People coming in good number to witness the action under lights here. Match number 6 of the competition, Desert Warriors taking on the team Masters Cricket Club, where Desert Warriors winning the toss and collecting 13 runs from the first over. They lost 2 wickets in the second over and in the third over. They've been able to take their team to 34 runs for 2 wickets. And Shakir Hussain batting on 12 of 6. Giving him company is Gaurav Gupta on 1. Plenty of powerful batters to come. Will be eyeing the total beyond 100. And that's the bowling spell so far. None for 13 in his solitary over for captain Qadir Mohammad. Tabrez taking 2 wickets in the second over of the contest, 2 for 8. And Khalid going for 13 in his solitary over as well.
It's a wonderful feeling here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. And yes, we are here in the comm box. Alongside me is Devinder, who has had a vast experience in commenting on different matches alongside some legends of the game. We have a minute in the field wherein the player is being treated. So there is a pause. Wonderful atmosphere here. The weather is playing a good sport as well. A breeze going on in there.
Great facilities here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, an international venue as well. Under lights, green grassy field here. The pitches, total of 6 pitches, 4 pitches they use for international cricket as well. Very well prepared by Mr. Shakil, who hails from Lahore in Pakistan. Has been maintaining pitches here for more than 5 years. He knows the climatic conditions, the weather conditions, the amount of water is required, the amount of rolling is required to keep these pitches steady. This is the 6th match on this pitch and still playing pretty well. So Ooredoo presents QCA Ramadan T10 Cup 2022, being powered by Elite Sports here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, with the initiative of inspiring the next generation of cricketers, an opportunity for the current cricketers who are participating in this championship to raise their claim for their spot in the national side as well.
Absolutely well said. Yes, this is an opportunity for all the youngsters. This is their time to showcase whatever they have learned so far and whatever cricket they have been playing here in Doha. Of course, these are all working class. They play on weekends only, and that's a challenge. But then when you have similar players, similar teams all around, the competition is very, very fair. These guys have to come up to the expectations. The board has come up with a wonderful idea, and we are back live into the game. 3 overs of mandatory power play have finished, and we are 34 for 2. Scoring rate 11.33.
Resumption in play after that injury scare. 34 for 2. Shot and pulled away on the onside. Gets the top edge. Just landing away from that fielder travelling across. There will be few runs here.
That was asked to hit, but batsman only managing a thick edge. This would have been a wonderful, wonderful pull shot. In fact, a very good hook shot. But the batsman managed only a thick edge behind the keeper. 2 runs taken.
Mid-wicket not far away from the batter there. This time he gets it fine. Nice tickle on to it. There will be couple of runs, so just settling for a single eventually. Wide is a signal from the umpire.
The scoring rate is very good. Only that the two wickets that have fallen, that put a temporary stop on the batting side, but they have come back strong. 38 for 2. We are in 3.1 overs.
This time he works the ball away straight to the fielder. No run. Lot of talk about how to play in the middle stage of a T10 contest. Should they slow down? Should they continue to play with the same aggression? Limited deliveries, matter of just 60 deliveries with 10 wickets in hand. This time too far down the leg side. Again a wide ball.
Absolutely, what you said is I will come back to that point. The norm of the game is you need to hit sixes and fours, but at the same time, if you need to build up a partnership in between, especially after the power play is finished, you need to score those singles and doubles. That's very important. This one has been pulled hard in the square leg area. There is a protection there. Single only. That ball was asked to be hit, but batsman not making the full connection, playing it along the carpet for a single only.
Thing is that should they be thinking about targeting every ball for boundary, or should be thinking about just having a couple of boundaries per over? This time it's been heaved away over the top of that fielder on the boundary. It's gone for another maximum.
Wonderful shot that. That ball was tossed up. The batsman read it very, very early. Clears his off leg, and that's a 6. Huge one.
So ideally they should be thinking about getting at least 2 boundaries from the over, so that gives them the luxury of watching the ball carefully and think about those other options of getting singles and twos as well, like this time behind the square for 1.
That's one area wherein batsmen should think of scoring runs. Just that sweep, that sweep, it was swept but not hard enough to beat that fielder there. This one has been hit straight. There is a chance, but falls short of the fielder there. A single. Because of the pace taken out from that ball, the batsman had to manufacture and put all the power onto that shot. Single finishes the over. Yet to come to that 50 mark. We are at 49 for 2 after 4.
Desert Warriors taking on the team Masters Cricket Club in the match number 6 of QAC T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. After winning the toss and getting 13 runs from the first over, they lost 2 wickets in the second over. After that, they've been able to restructure the innings, getting to 49 for 2 in 4 overs. Gaurav is betting on 8 of 6 and Shakir is betting on 16 of 9. Eyeing the total around 110 from this juncture. 196 was chased down earlier today.
Remember, there is only 150 been scored yesterday. It was Fairoz, and Shakir is a contender today. He's already on 16 from 9 balls. Lot of balls to be bowled. Tabriz with the second over. This one is well bowled into the slot. That goes to the gloves of the keeper. Wonderful ball that.
The captain has this luxury of whether to use the bridge now or should they wait for the death overs. Captain thinks that it's time to break the partnership. They think the danger lies here. If they continue to get runs the way they've been able to score in last couple of overs, they would take the match away from their reach. And this time the ball has been hammered down the ground for a single. So with that idea of getting one more wicket, will he be able to provide the breakthrough again?
That's a wonderful idea, as you said, Devender. He has already taken 2 wickets in his first over, and this over could be very crucial. And that's 50 up for the Desert Warriors, winning the toss and choosing to bat first. It's been a good run faced here. This is up in the air, but in no man's land. Bisects the 2 fielders. Batsman wants a second, but no. Good fielding there. 50 comes up in the 5th over. They're scoring at the rate of 11.33. We should see a contest on hands here. 100 score on the board could be anybody's game, because the last match has pumped up teams, as Nihal 11 were able to chase that 96.
Yeah. They have given the faith, belief to the other teams as well when it comes to chasing a target. So well collected by the keeper behind the stumps. It's a wide again.
Tabriz has been very good on spot. His line length has been good. 2 wickets in the first over. This over so far not bad considering the format of the game. T10, 3 runs in 3 balls. That's wonderful. 1 extra counted in that 3.
Searching for a wicket. Here it goes again from the QCA, and this time it's been worked in front of square on the onside. Nurdled away for a single.
We also thank all the broadcasters here. They have done a wonderful job in broadcasting this tournament live across the social media platforms across the world. This is some good advertisement for the local players and the board here. It's very wonderfully done. Match is being started on time.
The feed is taken by Fancourt in India and across the globe. CrickFit YouTube channel and also QCA YouTube channel carrying the feed worldwide.
That's something very good that's happened for these players, and one of the giants coming in to sponsor this tournament, that's Ooredoo, one of the biggest ISPs here in Doha and powered by Elite Sports. They should pump up, they should boost up the morale of all the local boys here. It's very good to see them in different colors, managing their teams, coming all the way from their duties. Tabriz one more time, comes in.
Worked away on the onside. A couple of bounces to the fielder at the square leg region on the boundary.
That completes the 5th over. The score is 56 for the loss of 2 wickets. The scoring rate is 11.2, which is not bad at all considering the strip we have here. We have also witnessed multiple international players who have played here in this stadium. And a Saturday here pulls all the crowd. Friday, Saturday pulls the crowd. This is what has exactly happened today here. People coming to watch this game along with their families and friends to make sure that the players are credited, the organizers are credited. Wonderful atmosphere this. Qatar cricket grows from here. In the meantime, it's time for us to call Mikhail in the commentary box. Welcome back, Mikhail. It's such a wonderful game here. Desert Warriors winning the toss and electing to bat first as a trend. What do you reckon from here on?
Good evening, Chandra Raina. Good evening to all of you who have tuned into our broadcast. Good start here for Desert Warriors. Oh, he just goes up and above. But that's been put up and that's been also pushed for a 6 as well. What should have been a catch has been helped beyond the boundary ropes for a 6. The batter played into the hands of the bowler only to find the fielder, and the fielder only pushes it further behind and beyond the rope. 6 runs here for Gaurav. He's on 18. And Shakir too is an 18 and a very fine partnership brewing in the middle. This time he picks it up from middle and plays it towards square leg, and that's been dropped once again. 2 catches dropped and that rolls over for a 4. This is very ordinary fielding here by Masters. Let me tell you, in no way they are masters in the field at the moment.
Well, that's what exactly I was saying a couple of overs back. These guys, the players, they have to showcase their skills. They have to showcase their performances. But yes, they're getting used to it. I'm sure one day they will come up to the expectations of the spectators, of all of us, and of their teams as well. It's wonderful batting. 6 and a 4. What should the bowler think of now?
Nicely bowled. Had he found an outside edge as well on the way to the wicket keeper. He has Gaurav was chancing his luck a little much at this point in time, and he departs for 22 in 11. He played a cameo, looking dangerous, but this time it was a very nice delivery, leaving the right-hander, inviting him into the drive. Gets an edge on the way to the wicket keeper.
Wonderfully taken there by the keeper. That was an out-swinging ball and the edge on the way to the keeper. The 3rd wicket goes down for Desert Warriors. Although the run rate is very good, they should not lose lots of wickets in between. Gaurav goes for 22 of 12. Strike rate of 183. This should be a morale-boosting performance for him and his team. On the other hand, the Masters, while they dropped some catches, there is one taken by the keeper. Wonderfully bowled.
What a dramatic over it's been for both sides. A 6 and a 4. That could have easily been 2 catches as well. 2 catches dropped and helped for boundaries and 6s. Then finally the bowler says, let me get an edge out of the batter. Imran makes his way to the middle at a time when they're looking good, but they need another partnership going over here. Desert Warriors winning the toss, batting first, 66 for 3. Once again, look at that shape he's getting on the ball. Under lights, we've seen the white ball do a little.
The bowler was always under pressure with that first ball hit for a 6, second ball hit for a boundary. Then he came back very, very strongly. He took the wicket and followed by a dot ball. That's some nerve on. Sajid, one more time. Again missed. Has been given out. He has been given out. There is a thin edge that has been taken to the glove of the keeper. Wonderful bowling that. A golden duck for Imran. He will be disappointed with himself. He is taking a long walk to the pavilion, a dejected walk. This.
2 wickets in the over has really come back to haunt the Desert Warriors. They were looking good, but all of a sudden wickets are falling in a heap. Imran has to depart without scoring, and Masters have just clawed their way back into the game. They haven't been impressive in the field, but certainly the bowler out there, Sajid, in his very first over has accounted for 2 very, very important wickets, and in the process he's given the Master the chance to claw their way back into this fixture. It's about momentum. Remember, the T10, once you get going, it's very hard to break it, and once you break it, you give yourself a chance.
A very, very interesting phase of the game right now, Mikhail. 66 for 4. Anirudh comes into the middle. Scoring rate is wonderful, but those wickets which have fallen, back-to-back wickets, we will have to wait and watch for a partnership to grow from here on.
And Chandra, that's why it's important for batters like Imran, who just departed some time back, and Anirudh, to just take a single and get Shakir on strike. He's looking good at 18. Once again, goes up and above. Has he found the fielder? Oh, what a catch. This is the catch of the tournament by far. This was dying on him. He had to dive forward. He put in the dive. That's Khalid for you. He's a hefty frame, let me tell you, but that didn't come into the way of his agility. And that is 10 out of 10 for that catch. It was just dying on him, and Chandra, I'm sure he's impressed one and all with his fielding effort.
Absolutely, no doubts on that. No doubts on that. That was a wonderful effort. He did not lose his control. That's some fielding for you guys. That's some catching for you. All the viewers, please tune on to YouTube and fan code across the social media and watch this game, watch this tournament. This is some fantastic cricket here.
I'll tell you what, two batters have not gets here for Sajid in his very first over, and he's given away 10 runs. A partnership and at least ensure no further damage is done until the next 10, rather 4 overs to complete the 10. What an over by Sajid. 3 for 10 in his first.
Last 4 overs of the innings coming up. Khalid, bit expensive in his first over, 13. Kushal's been beaten by the pace, straight into the gloves of the keeper. Was wonderfully bowled up into the stumps. Beaten outside the off stump.
And Khalid, after the very fine catch that he took in the last over, is now being introduced into the bowling attack, which means he's high on confidence. And I'm sure he's enjoying himself in the middle.
This has been bowled to the legs. We'll have to wait and watch for the signal coming in from the umpire. This is runs from the bat of Kushal. Well, Khalid, we can say he's the master of the masters, isn't it?
Clearly, when it comes to that catch, I would clearly state that that was a very good effort. Under lights, sometimes you can also be blinded. Goes big this time, though he goes down the ground towards the long off region. What do you think is a safe total over here? We saw 90 being chased down in the last game. 95 being chased down.
In a 10-over game, I would always reckon 110 would be something where you feel safe, provided you take those early breakthroughs in the power play. That will all depend on your bowling. Some more discussions there, some more requirements there by the batsman.
Something around 100 will be a very, very strong total. Captain Kushal drives it towards the cover region. They'll quickly steal a single. This could have been close.
A direct hit is what is required. So the players, all these young talented boys, they will have to work on their fielding skills as well. This is what matters a lot in international cricket and in any level you go up and play cricket.
Not often do the cricketers in division cricket get a chance to play at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Goes big, wild swing at that, no way close to the pitch of the ball. Taking the pace off it, Khalid. Just coming back to our point of all these division cricketers getting a chance to play at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. What an occasion for them. Their performances will be recognized and they can get the opportunity to maybe give them a chance at the higher level.
Absolutely right. This is what is the purpose of this tournament, and this is what is the purpose of organizing such a game. Wonderfully driven this time through the extra cover region. Batsman looking for a second run. Throw is coming, but a wild throw. Not a quicker one though. Batsman completes 2 runs. It's been a wonderful, wonderful over this by Khalid. A catch before this over and now bowling this over for just 5 runs. 71 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Both the openers didn't quite get to double figures. Shakir is still fighting a lone battle over there. Gaurav looked very good for his 22, and once he departed, there was a little bit of a wobble there as Imran and Anirudh departed in quick succession. But now the captain has walked into the middle, Kushal Kumar, and he'll have to get things going along with Shakir. 10 extras, 18 legal deliveries left.
Desert Warriors winning the toss today and electing to bat. The Masters on the other side. 3 wickets in that over by Sajid. Pick of the bowlers, 2 by Tabriz, and no wickets for other 3 bowlers. Adnan, Saif, Tabriz taking those 2. Khadir, no wickets. Fall of wickets. First one fell for 18. After that, it was a good partnership, and then 3 wickets in quick succession. Although the run rate still stands at 10.14, we should be looking at a total of 100. Kushal has the best ability to score singles and doubles, This is how he plays those shots. That's been wonderfully done. 4 runs. He just came into the line of the ball, scooped it, just guided the ball to the boundary behind the keeper for a 4.
Much needed boundary here coming from the bat of Kushal. The captain will have to play a very, very vital innings if he has to take his team to a sizable total. At the moment, they're going at 10 and over, which isn't a big worry. They're doing good. They're going at a very good clip. Sajid is a star so far this evening. Once again, looks to go big, but has he found the fielder? Not really. Drop shot. Another single. Living dangerously, the captain Kushal.
He scores his runs every time he goes to the field. He makes sure he converts those singles into doubles, doubles into triples. But then yes, he always believes in rotating the strike. That's very important in cricket, be it whatever format. This one has been bowled. Fuller, wonderful ball that's a wide Yorker, and it's a successful one. Straight into the gloves of the keeper. Sajid, the pick of the bowlers today, 3 for 15 so far, 1.3 overs. Run rate still remains at 10.13. It's not coming down 10, which makes sure that Desert Warriors score those 100 runs. That was taken on full toss. Batsman looking for 2, and they should be completing 2 comfortable runs. Throw goes to the keeper's end, which doesn't make any difference to those 2 runs scored. Wonderful running between the wickets there.
The ball didn't have much pace on it, and the long on had to cover a lot of distance to get to it, and that's why 2 runs was always on the offing. So finally, there's a method to all the madness in the middle here for the Desert Warriors. For a brief time, they were deserting each other. Chandar. How well has Sajid bowled this evening? Once again, driven towards the cover point region. Shakir is playing a very sensible inning here. He has to carry his bat till the end, and that's the plan.
And as I mentioned before, he's already scored 23 runs of 17 balls, which makes with this single as 24 out of 18 balls. He should be looking to score that 30 plus score in this limited over match. Remember, a 30 plus score in a T10 is a very, very good score.
That ball did curve. It surprised the batter as well. He was looking to go big, smiles around. That's because that ball clearly was playing hide and seek with the batter. 8 overs gone, 79 for 5. Sajid 18 runs in his 2 overs, and he accounted for 3 wickets in that very first over of his. They'll need some big hits from here on, the Desert Warriors, if they have to get somewhere close to 100. 12 legal deliveries left. Sometime back we saw 96 being chased, which means the surface is playing true.
Absolutely right. For the first time we are seeing the run rate dropping under 10, which is now 9.88. 79 for 5 after 8 overs. Last 2 overs, we'll have to wait and watch what batsmen will make out of these 12 balls. They should be eyeing at a total of 100, 110, which makes the opponents to think twice. Sajid.
Swing and a miss. Kadir with his second over. You get the impression that that's the preferred shot in this format. Just play the cross-batted heave, the tennis ball cricket shot. I'm changing the field.
How many times have we seen that shot being connected well and hit for a 6? And how many times have we seen that shot being missed and batsman getting an edge and getting out? This one was bowled short, and this one is wonderfully fielded. There was a chance, but put down. Batsman thinking of a second run, and they complete that second run as well. That's a clever thinking in middle, and probably there is an injury scare there.
Oh yes, the ball may have just hit him somewhere around that ankle region, and that's why it ricocheted off that, and that's when they got the second run as well. Not great visuals. You can feel the limp as well. He's struggling at the moment. He may need some medical attention. Just coming back to this game, 81 for 5, the 9th over in progress. Now that was firmly hit, so that will certainly hurt the fielder over there, and I guess he'll have to make his way back to the dugout, because of what we can see from here, he seems to be in visible pain.
Absolutely, yes. The fielders, they need to take care of their health as well while fielding, so less injuries means good cricket games. He is being escorted towards the pavilion, and the substitute fielder has been given permission to take his spot. This was firmly hit. He was in no control in taking that catch, and the ball hitting the ankle. Batsman took 2 runs. 81 for 5 now. 8.2 overs gone. This one has been played in the same area to the substitute fielder. Some work to be done for him. A single.
And all of a sudden the boundaries have dried. That's been the concern. Still have 5 wickets in hand, as many as 9 deliveries. But it's the gentle medium paces that are hard to negotiate. Very lucky they're not to be given a wide. The batter not impressed.
The 2 umpires officiating this game today, Prasanna and Abdul Jabbar from QCA. This one has been tossed up, playing towards the mid-on region for a single. I beg your pardon, that was long-on region.
Another very fine over. That's because you've not conceded boundaries, and if you can do that in the 9th, you've done the job for your captain. Just 3 runs, beg your pardon, 4 runs coming off the 5 deliveries. Oh, he goes for the big heave. That could be very close. Oh, this is a run-out chance as well. It's been missed. They're going for the second run for the overthrow. This could be another chance, and that's finally a run-out. Comedy of errors, let me tell you. An LBW appeal, a shy of the stumps, and then a direct hit on the overthrow, and finally a wicket falls. Call it a dramatic, eventful one. Here we go for the throw. That misses. The non-striker not aware of the second run. Then he gives the charge. But look at this throw. Lobbed, and the wicketkeeper allows it to go and fall on the stumps. Wow.
Shakir was not in control there. He couldn't complete the second run. He had already given up. And missing the crease by a mile. A direct hit, direct throw. Even though the fielder was lying down on the field. The keeper letting it go to the stumps. Umpire had no hesitation whatsoever to declare that run out. That completes 9 overs. 1 run and a wicket in the form of a run out on that last ball of Khadir. That makes it 18 from his 2 overs. 84 for 6 in 9.
I'll tell you what, in the process, they've lost the wicket of the informed batter, Shakir. 28 of 22. He's hardly got strike in the last few overs, and he was run out in the end. This could really hurt the last few deliveries for them. They have 6 to go, and there was an opportunity for Shakir to be on strike. Nevertheless, Sandeep now makes his way to the middle. He's on strike. Etesham introduced in the final over. He's kept that slow. That's been played towards the cover point region for a single.
Kushal driving that ball to the cover point region there for a single and giving strike to Sandeep, who is a big hitter of the ball. He's a finisher for them, and hope he finishes on a high today with these 5 remaining balls. Desert Warriors 85 for 6. That's a full toss, being driven. Batsman thinking of 2. Quicker is Kushal, and the throw is even quicker. That's a direct hit. All the chances of a run out. But no, it's an overthrow. Umpire is not convinced. That was a wonderful throw from the boundary line. Batsman completing 3 runs.
The batters just kept running and running. What was meant to be 1, very close. They're very close. They ricochet off the stumps and they run for the 3rd. They want to get to that 100 figure. 85 for 6. 5 deliveries left. That will be rebowled. This is very ordinary bowling. They've given it to a rookie right now. Someone who's not bowled in the match so far.
This is a gamble. This is a gamble by the Masters. Last over being given to a newcomer. This one has been lobbed over. This was a catch, but dropped short of the long off fielder. A single taken. They still have to cover those 11 runs, 10 runs to make it 100 as a target.
This time he gives it a wild swing. Once again, just not been able to connect it. They are looking for the second one for the arm. Will that be close enough? A direct hit, and it would have been an end to him as well. They are just throwing their bats and running for practically everything right now. And that's the only way forward at the moment.
We'll have to see what shots they manufacture in these last 2 balls. It's all about hitting a boundary here on. This one has been hit over and above for a wonderful 6. The fielder was never there in control. He was just a mere spectator. Wonderful shot that.
Oh yes, that was shot. Just waited for it and launched into that one over the long on fielder. Kept him interested for a while, but it was way above the ropes and into the sideboards. Adboards, beg your pardon. What a shot, much needed one. 98, the 100 run mark is very much pressure telling on Ehtisham.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's his last ball to be bowled. And as I mentioned, Sandeep is a big hitter. He's a finisher for them. He's already hit a 6. What is happening on the last ball? This one is also up and over. Handsomely hit for a wonderful 6. That's a wonderful finish to the innings. That makes it 105. What a batting display that was. Sandeep, the warrior, the real warrior, Sandeep.
Oh yes, quite rightly said over there, Chandar. What an innings it's been by Sandeep Kotari. 17 of 4, got them the cameo and the impetus, takes them past the 100 run mark, and this means that it's 106 that the Masters will need to get. This has been a very fine batting effort. Shakir 28 in 22, Gaurav 22 in 12, and in the end this partnership between Kushal Kotari and Sandeep Kotari, they got 27 runs and 14 deliveries between them and took their side, the Desert Warriors, over 100. This has been a very good effort in the end. The late impetus giving them the much needed advantage.
In the bowling department from the Masters Cricket Club, it was all about Sajid, who took those 3 crucial wickets. Pick of the bowlers today, although Tabre is also doing the job. 2 for 15, 7.5 economy rate. Wonderfully bowled, and nothing special from other bowlers there. 105 for 6. 106 will be the target. We will come back after a short break for the next innings.
Welcome back to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium here in Doha, Qatar. And chase is on with slip in position. Runs straight away. First one is crucial for any batsman near the crease, whether it's T10 format or any other format. Joining me in the commentary box is Mikhail Vaswani. How should they set this chase about?
Good evening, Devendra, and good evening to all of viewers tuned into this live broadcast from the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Match number 6. It's Desert Warriors versus the Masters Cricket Club. And Devendra, coming back to your question, the first 3 overs in the power play will be very crucial. Murad and Adnan, I'm sure, will want to capitalize. Fatin with the new ball. In a chase where 90 needs to be 90 odd, the start will be very important.
Pulled away, and a brilliant effort from the fielder. The fielding is going to be a crucial part in order to restrict the opposition to this target of 106.
How true this wicket also is playing. 6th match on the 3rd day, and it's got a very, very even and true bounce. This time just standing and pulling it in front of square, giving a fair indication of how nicely it has been coming onto the bat.
That jinx has already been broken up, not getting the score over the line, getting over the line in the second innings. Not quite making the connection for the first time. Ball not rising to the expectation of the batter.
Very ordinary effort behind the stumps though. It beat the wicket keeper, it beat the batter, it beat the slip fielder as well. Bice being signalled. You need someone on top who can actually get the runs up front with some attacking and aggressive style of play. Otherwise 96, 95 is always going to be a daunting target. More importantly, they should be targeting 1 over at a time. Maybe finding that target over and getting maximum out of it. Strategize a chase.
He's getting it fine. Might not travel to the boundary. The fielder is coming across.
You don't need to target boundaries if you have bowlers spraying it all over that pitch. That's without any effort, they're getting freebies. And that's where Fatin needs to get going with his line and length.
Early breakthrough is going to be key when you're defending 106 to win on this excellent surface to bat on. The ball is coming nicely onto the bat. The pace and also the bounce from the surface quite consistent. Full delivery and swung away on the onside. A mighty connection into the stands for a 6.
Oh, that was straying down the pads, and let me tell you, all he had to do was just swivel a bit and flick it, and he's got maximum. What a shot this by Murad Ali. Shot of the evening. Once again, just drifting down the leg. But look at the connection on this one. Look at the timing he's got on this one. Easily the shot of the evening.
Beautifully timed. That came from the center of the blade. A confidence booster from the blade of Murad Ali on to 7 now. Adnan is betting on 1. More restructuring of the field with that 6.
What's interesting to see is that Kushal still has a slip in place. But it's Fatin who needs to get that ball outside the off. Oh, that's been pulled once again, and that goes maximum. What a shot. Murad Ali just picked that up from middle and dispatched it over square leg. He's looking dangerous.
Poor bowling with field up on the onside, 2 fielder on the offside, angle into the batsman. At a good height was smoked away behind square for a 6.
Oh yes, he creamed that with ease.
pulled away on the onside for one more time. No protection through the onside. The field is set on the offside and is bowling into the body, and he's been taken care of quite well from the batter. Once again, poor bowling.
Oh yes, that's a very, very easy delivery to pick, especially when you're batting in a different zone. 22 runs off that first over. There's not much pace on that Fatin delivery, and it was picked up easily. And when you're chasing 106 and you've got 22 in that first over, you have practically got your team up and running.
Pressure on the captain. Who should be the bowling, spinner or fast bowler? The way Murad Ali is going about the business of getting runs here, with the two fielders that's allowed in the first 3 overs outside the 30-yard circle, position at the point and third man region on the offside, and still aiming the deliveries around the middle stump.
We talk about contribution. Now, out of the 22 runs, 17 have come from the bat of Murad Ali. Shows what kind of form he's in at this point in time and how much he's enjoying himself in the middle. Sandeep Kothari may have given them that impetus in the end with that cameo, but can he strike early now? Pressure on the fielding side. Too many runs conceded in that first over.
Drifting down the leg side, helped on its way to the boundary, continuing to leak runs.
Very poor line, fine leg up in the circle, and you begin with the ball drifting down leg. All the batter had to do was just help it down the leg side, and once it got past the 30-yard circle, that was flying into the ad boards. What a start here. Masters Cricket Club are putting on the mastery in the middle.
Left arm seamer in operation. The angle further going down the leg side. Now change of angle. Is he thinking about going round the stumps to left-handed better? This time reaches for the ball and guides the ball beautifully for a couple of runs.
Just using the pace on this occasion. Very nicely placed. It was in the air, but it was in the gap as well. Just like the way the openers have approached this chase at the moment. They are not missing out on the loose deliveries. And they are rotating the strike, which is so very important.
And all convincing strokes in this chase. Nothing outrageous about their stroke making. 28 for no wicket into the second over. Well kept by the first slip fielder there. We haven't seen the spinners being used in the first 3 overs, the power play overs, especially the kind of surface that's there for the batters to utilize at the moment, with ball swerving around. Should there be that conscious effort to use a spinner to take the pace of the ball, the batters are enjoying good timing against the fast bowlers. Stroked away, back to the bowler.
They've got their runs with minimum risk at the moment, Devinder, and that's been the highlight of this chase at the moment. In the second over, already 28 without the loss of any wicket, make that 29. Murad has looked so good. Adnan as well has been very impressive, not trying to get ahead of himself or his partner. And what it has done is, it has created a lot of discussion in the middle between the captain and the bowler and the change in field. Firstly, the left-right combination, and then the run scoring as well.
What should be the approach of the batters here? Should they continue to bat in the same flow, or should they manage the next overs in a bit better fashion, maybe a bit more cautious approach moving forward?
I'd want to continue with the same momentum, make it easy for the batters to come. That's been pulled once again towards the backward square leg region. There's no protection there, and that'll be another 4. This is very fine hitting. Murad Ali is looking unstoppable at the moment. He's raced to 18 and 5. Once again, the line has been the problem. It did cramp him, but he did very well to get that out of the way.
overs bowled, 33 for no wicket.
It's a fine start here for Master CC. They were very ordinary in the field, let me tell you. They dropped quite a few catches, but the intent and execution with the openers tonight at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in this chase, very promising.
More often than not, when you get up to this kind of a start, you win the game.
And you cannot really throw it away from here. And you did ask me about the approach both the openers need to have. I would say make it easier for the batters to follow, because you need time to settle in. So just continue with the same vein and momentum and just pile on the runs. They have another over of power play left. I'd want to believe they should cross 50 or get somewhere close to it.
More thinking for the captain, for the fielding team captain, thinking about who should be bowling. Avtar Singh has been given the ball now from the QA, Qatar Cricket Association end. And what the field that he has decided to set himself up. They got man, third man up in the circle, man at the backward point, man in the covers on the offside, and extra cover as well.
Nicely bowled this time, coming into the left-handed batter. A wayward throw. In fact, it was a dummy. Much better line and length by Avtar. But what I've liked about Adnan's approach is he's happy giving the strike to Murad.
That's what he should be doing, looking at how he's been stroking the cricket ball.
Oh, that's been picked up. But has he found the field and the process? Not really. That goes for a 4, and that's the kind of form Murad is in. He's drilled that towards the long on region, and he's looking like a batsman possessed at the moment.
A real slap, slammed it straight down the ground. A confident strike, one bounce into the boundary. Intent clearly visible in expression of that stroke.
Slow delivery this time, lobbed. It's been played towards the cow corner region. Interestingly, when we saw that long on field and position, it wasn't straighter. It was much finer. And had that been slightly straighter, that could have also landed into the hands.
After a flying start, going at the rate of 15.60 run per over, 39 for no wicket, into the third over, the last over of the power play.
Just flick that straight to the fielder at backward square leg. It's a wicket. Finally, very soft dismissal. Adnan will have to depart. All he did was chipped it to the fielder at square leg. The ball was just drifting down leg. He went in with the angle and he departs.
Against the run of play, going so great. What happens? He gets the ball on the leg stump. He could have played it finer. Couple of yards right and left, would have travelled to the boundary for 4 with bit more intent into the stroke making, bit more commitment into the shot. It would have taken it to the boundary, but he has found the fielder, a solitary fieldsman available at that position, straight into his hands. Catch is successfully accepted by the fielder, and Adnan goes for 9. The partnership has finally been broken, 39 for 1.
Very fine opening partnership. Look at that equation. 67 in 44 deliveries. And that's why they cannot relax as batters. You have to be on the lookout for scoring opportunities and runs. And a lot will depend on the man on his knees right now. Murad Ali, 26 in 8 deliveries. He's the danger man as far as the Desert Warriors are concerned.
He's batted with a lot of intent and clarity about his game plan as well. Chose the right deliveries to dispatch it to the boundary. Has shown great maturity about the way he has progressed in this innings. Khalid, the new batsman, in.
The batting side does have a lot of support. We are seeing that on our YouTube channel as well. A lot of support coming in for the batters and the team members. Particularly Tabrez, who's finding a lot of attention. Short and wide, not able to get rid of that. This is a moment, I believe, for the Desert Warriors to come back into the game. A wicket or two here, it's an even balance.
who is going to provide another wicket here. They've just taken the wicket. Can they remove Murad Ali? His wicket could well change the complexion of the game from this juncture. Slammed away straight into the square region on the offside for 4. The placement and the timing and the execution of the shot was spot on.
Short and wide in the vacant area. That's how you needle the thread. Very nicely done. And they have made full and maximum use of the power play overs. In 18 deliveries, they've raced to 43 for the loss of 1 wicket. An absolute fine start. And look at those skyscrapers over there in red. Very tall buildings being constructed very early on. And that's the foundation. That's the pyramid-like foundation we talk about. Strong at the base so that you can peak at the top.
Setting the stage on fire with 22 runs coming from the first over. After that, they've been able to take the momentum forward. 43 for 1. After 3 overs, they are scoring at the rate of 14.33. They require 9 runs per over. 63 to win from 42.
Captain Kushal Kotari introducing himself into the attack. He believes it's time they get a breakthrough, else this game is running out of their hands at the moment. And what an attack it's been from Murad Ali in the middle. 26 of 8 deliveries.
4 men patrolling on the boundary on the onside. The man at the fine leg, almost a fine leg on the boundary. Square leg is on the boundary. Mid wicket is on the boundary. Long on the boundary. Gets a full toss. Was clearly missing the leg stump.
Yes, but the intentions are clear. This is a very good contest. Long on, mid wicket, square leg, backward square leg in position. And an off spinner tossing it into a right-handed batter who's looking to hit with the turn. This is going to be a hit or a miss for sure.
Slammed away. Not quite getting the timing.
Just taking the pace of the deliveries over here. It's quite a field set for the batter. 4 patrolling the boundary on the leg side. No one inside the 30-yard circle on the onside. 2 behind the circle on the off and 1 at covers inside the 30-yard circle.
Temptation. This time he fires one outside the off stump. The temptation is given to the batter, but if they want to play it smartly, they can rotate the strike and push the ball through the onside with a soft hand, can take 2 runs. Driving straight into the hand of the fielder at the cover region. Has the catch been taken cleanly, or he has dropped it, Gaurav?
Well, Gaurav puts it down. That was hit firmly, but that should have been taken. These are half chances you need to take. Meanwhile, it's been played towards the mid-wicket region. We're back live. And they'll settle for a single. That was a catch gone a begging, an opportunity thrown away.
This has been an excellent over. Just 2 runs so far and potential opportunity to get a wicket as well. In this 6th match of the competition. Lovely touched up delivery. And it's been heaved straight. Wanted the 2nd run sent back, rightly so. 4 overs have been bowled here in the chase. They're looking good at the moment. The MCC 45 for 1.
What happens in a chase? So we'll take a look at the points table now. This is going to be an interesting phase of the game. Remember, we have 4 groups lined up. Group A and Group B have their games. So have Group D. Group C have still not. In fact, they've played a game each as well. So Star CC looking very good in Group C with 4 points. And what we also have to see is that the net run rate and Star CC right on top. Phantom Doha with that win. They have a net run rate in the positives. Selex also look good with that win. They have a net run rate in the positives. Nihal with a very fine win in the last game, chasing down the target. And Prime Gladiators also with a win. So it's a very short tournament, keeping in mind you're playing just 3 games in the group, Devinder, and that's why you need to accumulate wins with good net run rates.
Yeah, but 16 teams participating. So it's a 16-day event, including the final on 22nd of April. total of 31 league games. 3 games, good opportunity for these players to stake claim for the national side as well. A lot of cricket planned.
Oh yes, there are
ahead.
quite a few T10 tournaments coming up, and that's why it'll be a great audition for all the players out here to give a good account for themselves, so that they can be then handpicked by the selectors, the management, and given an opportunity in the leagues to follow as well. There is a massive, huge plan by QCA.
Excellent initiative, given the fact that their performances haven't been documented so far. It's always important if you have this aspiration, the kind of hunger and passion that these people have, their performance should be recorded, and that's what they are trying to achieve here. And if somebody plays out of the skin, somebody plays at the level they think that it can be taken into the national side, they will certainly consider.
Oh, that could be very close. The finger goes up, Anirudh strikes, and Khalid departs. The ball died on him while coming, and he rather played it too early. This was very, very slow through the air and off the track as well. Tossed up, playing the wrong length maybe. Was the height a problem? Khalid not impressed over there. He felt that ball was a little high for comfort. He departs, and another big breakthrough here for Desert Warriors.
47 for 2. Khalid, the batsman, out for 5. Anirudh taking that wicket. This has been a timely breakthrough. 1 or 2 wickets here. They might have the opportunity of coming back into the contest as well.
And Devinder, just coming back to our discussion on the plans and the initiative taken up by the QCA. Post this league, there are quite a few leagues being planned for the domestic cricketers, and a nice future tour program has been planned for the domestic calendar, and the T20 and T10 leagues are being initiated, and that's why good performances in this tournament can certainly catch the eye of the selector, and they could be drafted in maybe in a camp or called in for the tournaments as well.
It's a visionary step taken by Qatar Cricket Association, given the fact that you can organize one match with high-profile players, but in order to develop the cricket in that region, it's important to have representation of the players, opportunities for the players to play at every level. Started here, and they will progress from here on. Opportunities for everyone who has the passion and willingness to play the game of cricket. Beaten again. Smashed away for 4. Has that gone all the way for a 6? Powerfully struck. Another tossed up delivery outside the stump is off the back foot. That was a thunderous shot. Looked like the batter was beaten in the flight, but he stood tall to the task and smashed that one over the top of the man at the long off region for a 6. Beaten this time round. Temptation is taken the wicket as well. Is conceded a 6 already in this over. This has been a mixed over. Can he finish the over with a wicket? Anirudh 1 for 6. Back to the bowler. Dot ball to finish the over. An excellent over. A wicket is found as well. 5 overs have been bowled here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in the chase. The MCC are 53 for 2. Stroking the cricket ball beautifully at the moment. 10.6, and this time around it's been heaved away through the onside. He's found the gap. Runs here. Looking rosy at the moment for the batters. Murad is batting beautifully on 28 of 12. Mikhail has left the commentary box for a tea break. In comes Chandra in the commentary box. Chances for the MCC to win from here, or you think that the bowling team still can pull it off?
Thank you, Devinder. Thank you for taking us through. There's a chance for a catch, and it's been well taken. What a wonderful catch that is. Superbly done, and Kushal makes one more breakthrough. As in when we were talking about the bowling team has stuck the batting team where they were going well. Masters, not really happening for Masters there. They scored at the rate of 10 till now, and now they are losing wickets. This is not good for them.
The spinners making impression straight away. We saw the fast bowlers getting wickets yesterday to change the game. Today, spinners have been quite efficient.
The key there was the positioning of that fielder. It was such a great spot because the bowler Kushal, he knew what length he's bowling. A thick edge, and the fielder makes no mistake. He had to cover a bit of ground. Makes no mistake. 54 for 3 after 5.2.
I've been watching this stream and reading the comments on Tabriz. He's quite a popular player here in Qatar. Picked the wickets as well, 2 wickets in single over, and would be interesting what he can contribute with the bat to satisfy the need and the expectations that spectators have from him.
Absolutely, he is a star among the fraternity here. He has played lots of cricket on this ground as well. He's one of the players who has played cricket here. He knows the pitch here. Kushal, once again, this one has been thrown back to the bowler very intelligently. That's good cricket for you. He should not lose his control from here on. They are well set. They are going at a good run rate. Required run rate is now 11.56. This has been hit hard. This is going up and above for a handsome 6. Wonderfully done there.
A lot of expectation from him to deliver with the bat as well, and he entertains them with a maximum mighty stroke through the onside. Picked it from around middle and off stump and smashed it over mid wicket for a 6.
This one was missed. That was also a ball to be hit. Kushal tempting the batsman there. The first one was a full toss. Second one just dipping in front of Tabriz. Tabriz has scored 6 runs out of his 3 balls faced. Good over so far. This one has been hit again up in the air inside the field. 2 fielders merging on it. Fielder making no mistake. Probably has he caught it. Umpires will have to take a look. Still a discussion going on there. No, the soft signal was not out, and we're still waiting for that actual signal to come in. It was a ball to be hit. This was cleverly done by Kushal, but Tabriz making no mistake there whatsoever to hit that shot. Only thing, the willow did not hit it completely. So the final decision is the catch has been dropped, and we carry on with the game.
Well, the fielder was never in control in taking that catch. First he misjudged it, had 3 or 4 attempts at taking the catch successfully, eventually grasping 61 for 3. Murad still at the crease, 29 of 13. Tabriz gets a reprieve here, 7 of 4. 1-6 already in this innings from Tabriz, taking 2 wickets as well while bowling.
Devi, if these guys start a partnership, this match is on the nerves. This match will go down the wire, I'm sure about that. If this partnership grows, this is one recognized batting setup here. Murad Ali already set on 29 of 13. Tabriz coming in and hitting that big 6, boosting his confidence and denting the confidence of the bowling side. We have Venkat who will be bowling his first over.
Should be thinking about getting 2 boundaries from each over. Wide That's the additional help that they got through the extra run. Can they find 2 boundaries by staying stationary and then looking to work the ball around? The required rate shooting up to 11 runs per over.
Well, if they are looking at the scoreboard there and they know exactly how many runs they have to score in an over, a boundary or a 6 in an over and couple of runs here and there would do the trick. 10, 11 from the last over would make it a match on hands.
Tabrez on strike, 3 men on the boundary on the onside. Square leg, mid wicket and long on. Deciding to not take a run here, straight to the fielder through the offside.
106 is the target. We are at 6.1 overs. This one has been tried to hit, but this one has been beaten. Batsman not in control of that shot, missing the line of the ball. Remember, today's spinners have done a wonderful job today's day, and this one is no less. Venkat coming in once again from the Wakra end. This was bold shot. This has been hit into the direction of Cow's corner. Fielder is there. A protection and only a single taken. This ball could have been hit anywhere outside the ground.
Murad Ali, 29 of 13. Where is he going to take this one? Is he going to hit it down the ground? Is he thinking about getting it over the top of the square leg? He's got a few boundaries through the square region as well, with man up in the circle through the offside. They got the man at the cover and extra cover inside the circle. Is he thinking about going inside out over the top of extra?
That is an area he should be looking at. There is no protection there on the boundary. Both the fielders inside circle. And this is what exactly he tried to do. Even better in the air. And it's a wonderful 6. 2 fielders merging long on and long off. Out of their reach. The boundary crosses. The ball crosses the boundary for a 6. Huge one this time. Much needed for the Masters.
Shuffling across and launching it straight down the ground. A timely 6 to keep their team in the hunt. 69 for 3. Can he produce one more boundary from this over? Just 1-4 and a single. Then an extra as well wide. One more boundary from remaining 2 deliveries from the over.
These 2 balls are crucial for Masters. These 2 balls will be crucial for Masters, as I said. One more boundary and the bowling unit, the Warriors, will be under pressure. Now this is what Venkat has to think and bowl. Murad is already crossed 35. He's batting like a gem. This time, is it in the air? The fielder merging under it. It's a well taken catch, well judged catch. Wonderfully done there. Murad goes for a well made 35.
Venkat has taken the wicket. The fielder was there on the boundary. Again, continuing to tease the batsman with those flighted deliveries, trying to keep his leg out of the way to clear that one over the boundary, but could not get enough power behind the stroke to get it over the top of that fielder. Timing was good, but not enough power to take it over that fielder. He's caught on the boundary. And man with the reputation of finishing the games has been perished for 35. It's 69 for 4.
Murad Ali getting a tap on his back there. Very well batted indeed. We are at 69 for 4 after 6.5 overs. 10.10 is the run rate, and required run rate is already 11.68. This is a match on hands. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, come into the Asian Town International Cricket Stadium here in Doha. You will get a seat. Venkat. That's back to the bowler. Non-striker wanted a run. What a finish to the over. What a finish to the over. A crucial wicket taken in this. Kushal doing the trick with his field setup. And Venkat doing the trick with his googly. 69 for 4 after 7.
We came to the ground with the expectation whether any team will go over the line or as well or not, chasing the target, and it has happened in the first game as well. And now MCC looking quite good at the moment to go over the line in the chase. They need 37 runs to win from 18 deliveries. Run rate of 12.33. A wicket in
As-
6 as well from the previous over from Venkat, conceding just 8 runs, which is a good over in T10 cricket. Looking at the situation of the game, very good over.
I'm sure the umpires are watching this. There's a lot of time being spent there, which is not acceptable at this level of cricket. You can always do it in domestic games. Even if an injury, the captain needs to rush their fielders, rush their physio to take the injured player out of the field, and the game should resume. There are set rules. This is one more aspect of the game. This is one more aspect of these teams which they have to learn going forward.
Will be interesting who will be bowling the last 3 overs. Do they have the wherewithal, the capable bowlers who can restrict the opposition from getting over the line? That's the option that captain has. 1 over from 14 going for 21 the first over, and Sandeep bowling 1 over going for 11. 1 for 10 in 1 over for Avtar. Sidhu Kushal bowling 2 overs going for 12 and taking 1 wicket as well. Captain of the side doing the job with ball in hand. Anirudh Singh 1 over going for 6 and taking wicket as well, and Venkat taking solitary wicket for 8. So he has got plenty of options. Captain has completed his quota of 2 overs, but they got Anirudh, who conceded just 6 runs and taken a wicket as well in his solitary over, and they got fast bowler in Fatin Suhail as well, though he was very expensive, conceding 21. Will he trust him to bowl the crucial over from here on? Sandeep also conceding runs. Asian Town Cricket Stadium. It's a Saturday sporting evening here, and the team MCC well on course to chase down this target till Tabriz is there.
Right now what we see, Devi, is the score is 69 for 4. The Masters, they need 37 of 3 overs, which is much gettable. And the best part about Desert Warriors is they have already taken 4 wickets. 1 wicket here and the game turns out to be in the favor of Desert Warriors. And a costly over here, the game still stays in favor of Masters. We have the new bowler now who will be bowling this crucial 8th over. This will be a deciding over. This is the countdown to the 10th over now. This is tossed up. This has been sent up in the air inside the field. 2 fielders merging under it, but the ball lands safely between the 2 fielders. 1 single taken. This was always a chance, but then both fielders coming from the boundary line and none of them able to clear that catch.
Clear communication was required in order who is going for the catch. If there was clear communication, somebody would have gone for the catch and would have taken as well. It was in the air for long time for both of fielders. There was the opportunity to take the catch but couldn't decide, hence ball falling short of both the fielders. Tabriz has a strike. Goes down the track. Chance for the keeper to break the stumps.
Nerves, it all comes to the nerves. Wicket keeper under pressure for no reasons there, for reasons whatsoever. But this was a wonderful chance. The bowler created a superb opportunity for the keeper to stump the batsman, and that to a batsman who can change the course of the game with 2 shots. That's a wonderful delivery, although a wide.
Tough call there with batsmen shuffling across at the crease. Bit harsh on the bowler. Lovely touched up delivery and it's heaved it. It's gone high. It's gone. It's been dropped again.
Why wouldn't you call? Why wouldn't you call? The 2 fielders, they're merging to take that catch. At this stage, the teams, the players, the captains, they have to, the coaches even, they have to make sure a call has been called for catch. Fielders not good. Tabriz doing well. One more time. This has been tossed up, hit, and this time the fielder makes no mistake. The bowler wins the contest here, and it's Tabriz who has to depart. This was a tossed up delivery outside the off stump. Had to put all his power behind that shot. Was not able to clear the boundary. Very comfortable regulatory catch for the fielder there. 73 for 4.
Tabriz goes for 10. 73 for 4. And there will be new batter now. It's going to be a tough task, going at the rate of 14.14, 33 to win. Tabriz is out for 10, caught by Imran off the bowling of Anirudh.
So are we seeing the trend continues here except for that afternoon match, evening match? The first match, Nihal 11 winning it and chasing the score of 96. That has happened only one time. Mind you all viewers, this is the 6th game of the tournament. A wonderful, wonderful atmosphere here. Wherever the cricket lovers are in Doha. Evening time, come to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium to witness these wonderful games here.
2 matches scheduled for tomorrow as well, starting at 6:30 local time.
This one has gone up again, but this time falling short of the fielder. That is very, very good bowling. The bowler creating opportunities here.
So in the first match, Bangla Tigers will be taking on the team Sprite Cricket Stars.
This ball was also tossed up, but batsman is in his crease, misses the line of the ball to the keeper, and that's a wonderful, wonderful over. You cannot see such an over which is bowled as an 8th over, and when a team is chasing. 5 runs and a wicket. Anirudh doing the job for his captain. Kushal will be very, very happy, and most likely he will be bowling the 9th over, or maybe not. It's time for fast bowlers to come back and close the game.
He's completed his quota of 2 overs, going for 11 and taking wickets as well. 2 for 11. An astonishing figure going with Venkat into the 9th over. Later in the evening tomorrow, Mark Horse will be taking on United Challengers in the second match. 2 matches scheduled for tomorrow as well.
Venkat bowling so straight, so slow, just taking the whole pace out of it. This is just 85 kilometers per hour. Batsman wanted to take a reverse shot. This one has been driven down the line, down the ground for a single only. Singles will not help the masters. If they have to master this game, they will have to hit boundaries. They will have to experiment. They will have to devise those shots and hit some big ones. Sajid has not opened his account yet. It will be Venkat who will be bowling Sajid. This one has been tossed up again. Wonderful shot. That's a superb catch at the long off boundary. It was always about that control of the fielder. He just held his nerve and took that wonderful catch with his 2 fingers. That's amazing to see in this format of the game. That was a helicopter shot.
And great catch taken. Excellent balance and awareness about just 2 fingers holding on to it. We have seen Kiran Pollard or Andhra Russell taking these kind of catches on the boundary ropes. It stuck. Sometimes they say it stuck. They did not take it. But Sajid goes for naught. And now it looks next to impossible to win this game. So the trend will continue. Win the toss, bat first. Get the runs on the board and then challenge the opposition. They got up to very good start, the MCC, but could not continue with that momentum. 75 for 6 now.
20 runs, 20.67 is the required run rate. This is a big task, an uphill task. This one, he has changed his pace now. For the new batsman, this was a direct hit, would have been very close. And overthrow gives one more single run to the batting side.
Coming back to the modalities of the spin bowling, the bowlers who are tossing the ball up, they are getting a lot of purchase from the surface, and it's not a long boundary, it's 55 yards. But still, they've been able to prize out wickets, receiving the batsman in the flight.
Absolutely, this is one more example. There is a big appeal for LBW, but umpire is unmoved. That was going down the leg side, but Venkat doing the trick there, holding his nerve. He is bowling a very crucial over there. It was either boundaries or some wickets, which he has already taken one wicket, and this one goes down the leg side, and umpire stretches his arms.
Coming back to that situation, the old timers, the bowlers who toss the ball up, Venkat Pati Raju or Harbhajan Singh, or before that Bedi as well. This time he launches it big time, and he has found the fielder one more time. Another wicket taken. Another tossed up delivery. Another fine catch on the boundary.
Masters not making it tonight. The wickets are falling in heaps here at the Asian town. They were unable to chase that target. We still have lots of runs to be scored, but fewer balls to be bowled. Just one last over and lots of runs to be scored. They require 28 of the last over. Is there a Yuvraj Singh here? Is there somebody who can score that bunch of 30 runs and say thank you very much, I'm going home tonight with a smile on my face?
Looks highly unlikely from this situation, but coming back to that art of spin, we haven't seen many spinners who toss the ball up in limited overs cricket, T20 in particular. We've been seeing the darters, those who play ball flat and quick rather than tossing the ball up and deceiving the batsman in the flight, the likes of Shane Warne or Graham Swan, earlier Visant Singh Vedi, Chandra, Venkatraghavan. And today we have seen 3 or 4 bowlers, those who tossed the ball up, they've been successful in getting wickets as well, even in this T10 format of the game.
Absolutely, Devi. I had been saying this since the day one of this match, of this tournament. Sorry. You have to have that confidence in your spinners. This is the last over coming in. This one has been bowled fuller onto the pads, drifting down the leg stump, taken on the pads for a single. I think there was a bit of a bat in it. That's why umpire did not signal that leg byes. Coming back to your question, and as I said, the team, the captains, they have to have that confidence in that spinner, in the spin bowling department, wherein even if they toss, get for some runs, but take those crucial breakthroughs. That is where you build the morale of the bowlers. We have seen it in international cricket as well, especially in the shorter format of the game, 20 overs, 10 overs, spinners going for runs, but then they're taking those crucial breakthroughs.
He used the ball through the onside because it has become a trend these days, In the death overs, they use the fast bowlers. They never use the spinners. They should be using the spinners because there are more chances of creating the wickets when the spinners are in operation and those who toss the ball up rather than those who bowl flat and quick. They go with the fast bowlers, still they lose the game, They can't defend 18, 19 runs from the over. So
that's absolutely right. I guess it's just that the variations and the variety of the balls that spinners have. This one is been driven to the extra cover region. Batsmen thinking of taking 2, and they have taken 2. So as I said yesterday, we're coming back to this match and coming back to this last over and the total. What the chasing team does is, if they are unable to score those runs and get past that score and win the game, so what's best option is to come closer to that total, because the net run rate will eventually help them. There's a chance of a run out, direct hit, but no. There was a chance created for a direct hit. This would have been an icing on the cake for the Desert Warriors because they have been very, very spot on in the bowling and fielding department today.
Yeah, winning the toss and deciding to bat first, getting runs on the board, and then the spinners stuck to the guns. They took wickets, timely wickets. This ball might travel to the boundary. It's gone for 4. Some entertainment for the spectators. It's not going to help the team in winning.
I think they lost the track around that mid-innings, 5th over, wherein they lost wickets in bundle. Otherwise, the kind of start they got, Masters, they were in the game. They were in the game till 5th and 6th over.
Last ball of the match here, of the day as well. Swung away through the offside. He's going to take a single, just chipping the ball over. And we'll be back for the second. Can they create a run out here? Excellent effort from the wicketkeeper, diving and looking to break the stumps. He was successful. Was that a run out or not? It does not matter because it's been win for the team Warriors.
A wonderful win there for the Desert Warriors, led by Kushal Kotari. It's been a fantastic cricket match. It was always wobbling till the 5th over of the chase, but then the spinners coming in and denting the batting. And this throw was a bit wild, although the batsman was miles outside. Desert Warriors winning this contest by 19 runs, which is a huge margin. They will definitely go up on the charts, on the table, and 2 points taken.
An excellent performance in the batting department and followed really well by the spinners in particular, shining brightly under lights here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. 35 from 15 from the blade of Murad Ali, keeping the hopes alive for the side. And then no major contribution, 10 of 11 from the blade of Tabriz. And after that, procession of wickets as well. So nobody was quite there to support Murad Ali Khan at the top of the order. And hence they've been restricted to 87 for 8. And excellent discipline in bowling as well, just conceding 8 extras in 10 overs. Desert Warriors winning by a massive margin of 18 runs. The bowlers were spot on, especially the spinners, after conceding 21 from the first over from Patin. 1 wicket for Avtar Sidhu, 1 wicket for Kushal as well, captain of the side. 2 wickets for Anirudh Singh, bowling the crucial overs, and Venkat taking 3 wickets for 12. Plenty of contenders for the man of the match award in the batting department as well as in the bowling department as well. It was heartening to see the spinners in action and taking wickets as well.
So that's the summary for you for today's match. Desert Warriors winning the toss and electing to bat first. 105 for 6. Wonderful batting on top. Shakir 28 of 22. Gaurav 22. Superb batting display there. Sandeep contributing with 4 balls and 17 runs. Out of the bowling from the Masters, Sajid 3 for 18. Wonderful bowling there. Tabriz 2 for 15. Masters in return. Murad Ali, wonderful batting, 35 for 15 from 15. Tabriz 10 from 11. Nothing much followed thereon. Venkat 3 for 12. Anirudh 2 for 11. And as Devendra rightly said, many contenders for the man of the match. Desert Warriors won by 18 runs. We should be ready for the presentation ceremony in a short while from now.
We have witnessed a very fine performance here by the Desert Warriors at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in match number 6. And once again, it's fair to say that the team winning the toss, batting first, ends up being winners. Nevertheless, it was the batting effort of the Desert Warriors that got them to 105 for 6 in the 10 overs. And in reply, the Masters Cricket Club tried hard, came close as well, only to end up on the losing note as they finished on 87 for 8, going down by 18 runs. We saw quite a few performances, but nevertheless, you got to give it to the Desert Warriors, who really kept their nerve in a very tense contest and also took some very fine catches and bowled some very good lengths in this particular fixture. In the presentation ceremony, I would like to call Mr. Christopher Raja, the member from the organizing committee. Christopher, if you can come by and stand beside us, who's been doing a very fine job of putting all of this together. And just the right time to also quickly call upon the captains as well for a quick chat. We'd like to first call upon the captain of the losing side. May I call upon Mohammad, who can have a quick chat with me. Mohammad, hard luck. Where do you think you lost the game in this fixture? कहाँ आपको लगता है कि गेम आपके हाथ से निकल गया?
वही हम लोग की जो विकेट्स जाते रहे, बीच में स्टार्ट अच्छा हो गया था, बस विकेट्स जाने से, विकेट्स हम लोग के हाथ में नहीं रहने से वहाँ से हम लोग मैच ऐसा लगता है कि ख़राब हो गया मैच.
एट द हाफ वे स्टेज 105 आपको लगा आप चेस कर पाओगे, क्योंकि बहुत से टीम्स चेस नहीं कर पा रहे इस टूर्नामेंट में.
काइंड ऑफ स्टार्ट वी गॉट, हम लोग सोचे कि हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगेन द विकेट्स मैटर, विकेट जाने से मैच फंस गया.
ये फॉर्मेट, ये कॉन्सेप्ट, ये एंटायर इवेंट, हाउ हैव यू वार्म्ड अप टू इट, व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट QCA's effort?
Yeah, it's very wonderful tournament, and I like to thank the organizer, Mr. Christopher. It's wonderful. We need to sit down with the team now, discuss what corrections we need to do. I mean, you don't have any. I mean, you do one mistake, khalas, game gone. We need to do that correction, and hopefully we'll come strong again.
You cannot afford more khalases over here. You got to go there and win the next few games.
Of course.
Good luck. All the very best, Mohammad. Mohammad, there, the captain of Master CC. Well, we can call upon also the captain who's smiling all his way, Kushal Kothari. He'll be delighted with his team's effort. Why not? They've pocketed 2 points with a very fine win. Kushal, 105 for 6. You felt you were in with a chance once you got to that total?
Yeah, it's probably a fighting score. We worked, we played really hard. We fought really hard, especially after the power play. Spinners did extremely well. Venki, Anirudh. We knew a couple of more wickets, and then we are in.
What's it with captains winning the toss and batting first, Kushal?
It's a trend in Qatar, actually. Okay, anybody, QCA, people wants to bat, put score, and then put the opposition under pressure. So batting has been kind of a tradition in Qatar. Well, bat first, because we play in mat cricket, where more or less the pitch is same throughout 40 overs. But then advantage is like you score, batting first, you don't have that pressure. In terms of chasing, So I think that's the reason most of the team prefer to bat first.
And how are you enjoying this entire new concept being put across by the QCA and the organizing committee?
One of a kind. I mean, to be frank, I think first one, something like this, especially live telecast, a lot of spotlights and good stuff from the organizing committee. I mean, people are happy, players are happy. We have good facility to play. So I wish them the very best.
And when the captain's team is winning, the captain is also happy.
Oh, definitely. That goes without saying.
Very well played to you and your team, Kushal. That's the captain of the winning team, the Desert Warriors. And just the right time to call upon the player of the match. We did see some creditable performances. Firstly, Sandeep Kothari. He got 17 runs in 14 deliveries. He gave the impetus, very fine batting effort. Then we also had Murad Ali Khan from the Masters side, who got 35 runs in 15 deliveries. But the player of the match for his 3 wickets in 2 overs, giving away only 12 runs, Venkata Ramakrishna from the Desert Warriors. Very, very good bowling effort, getting the team across and ensuring the win by a good 18 runs. Christopher, you can hand over the medallion to the player of the match. That's Venkata Ramakrishna for you from the Desert Warriors. Venkat, you're the warrior tonight.
Happy to be here, happy to finish well. Ideally, I think it was a great team performance more than anything else. I think some great finish. I think the last 2, we saw some IPL performances yesterday from Tewatia. I think we had one from Sandy and some incredible bowling. Also, I think our bowling was we didn't start the way we would have wanted. Fatin is young. He was a star last tournament, but this tournament is funny, right? This cricket is a funny game. It grounds us all. I think that's a learning curve for him. But I think the way spinners came in, I think Anirudh particularly, the way he bowled, Kushal after that. But I think that previous over, Anirudh created probably 4 chances of 6 balls. I think that was very crucial. So yeah, that was it. That was a team performance. Yeah.
How important it is for players like you all who are plying the trade in the domestic circuit to get an opportunity and platform as big as this by the QCA?
It's amazing. It's great to be here. We'd love to have more tournaments. This is something we've been craving for. I hope it's just the first of many more to come.
Right. You've been wonderful this evening and keep up with the good work and all the very best to the Desert Warriors.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, that's the player of the match from this game number 6 between Desert Warriors and Masters CC. It's been a very fine performance. They end up winning this game by 18 runs and in the process also pocket 2 points. We look forward to your company once again tomorrow for a double header. We thank you for joining us today. From all of us here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, it's good night and goodbye for now.